Hello. Do that. Are we live on stream? All right, we are live on stream.
OCA Media is proud to bring you an exciting Panthers lacrosse match live from Oregon High School. I'm Carter Johnston, along with Adam Mickelson, and we'll be bringing you all of tonight's actions right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. In just a few minutes, the Panthers will host the Middleton Cardinals. We'd like to thank our sponsors to help make this broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Community Coalition, help you thrive. Visit at OregonAreaCares.org.
And we'll get into some more of those later. Do you have any thoughts right now, Carter, about the game?
On this game, I think it's going to be a pretty good fighting game. Oregon is semi an underdog here. The JV game went Middleton won 10-4, but I think it will be hopefully a pretty well-fought game in the next 2 minutes.
Hopefully a good game. Middleton actually won the state championship last year.
Oh.
So they have a very, very strong program. They lost a lot of seniors last year, though. James Gross speech, for example, I think he's going to Cleveland State with
Okay.
Logan Leatherberry, one of our alumni. They have a really great team. They lost a lot of seniors, but we lost some seniors too.
Yeah, we did.
We lost Israel Mickelson at the faceoff X. He's going to be replaced by Owen Tauschek tonight. And we also lost Logan Leatherberry, who's going to be replaced by Keaton DiMartino. Now, Keaton's been having a great season so far. I'm excited to see him play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to get into our starters pretty soon. We only got a minute before the game. But I'm hoping to see a good game. Panthers, we beat Sauk Prairie, what was it, 2 days ago, I think?
Yep.
I think it was 18-4. Good first victory for the Panthers.
Great first victory.
But this team is going to be a bit tougher, I think.
You know, I think it's good that they're coming off of a win. They know that they're going to have to play harder than they did against Sauk. But I think that will help them maybe, push through. If Middleton does get ahead, it's definitely something that I think they can come back from.
Yep, I think so too. And Middleton, they're probably thinking that this is going to be a pretty easy game for them with how Oregon's been performing so far, but we know Oregon's more of a second half team. So I think as long as we get out quick in this game, we'll be able to have a chance.
Yep.
Okay, only 20 seconds left before the game starts, and we're going to get our national anthem. Something interesting to note today, I just saw this today, Sebastian is going to be starting at attack, number 55. I'm excited to see how he plays.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely need some size against this Middleton team. They're very large.
Yes, they definitely are a little bit bigger, and they have more players as well, so they could sub out, I think.
Okay, now we're going to pause for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Panther Stadium. Tonight's contest is being played under the authority of the WIA. Oregon High School and Middleton High School on the WIA require positive sportsmanship by all student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or any other intimidating actions directed at officials or student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of the competition. We appreciate your attendance today and your continued support of high school athletics. We hope you enjoy the game. And now for the national anthem. At attack, number 40, R.J. Johnson. Number 4, Evan Mazer. Number 3, Patrick Cassini. At midi, number 1, Troy Tapp. Number 15, Anderson C. Number 19, Axel Cheseldick. At defense, number 11, Oliver Wenning. Number 21, Dash Johansson. And number 25, Jonathan Schwartz. And in goal, number 12, Jake Brooks. And now, for your Oregon Panthers. At attack, number 22, Brady Zimmerman. Number 29, Braden Henneke. And number 55, Sebastian Tukampaki. At midi, number 3, Cato Mickelson. Number 8, Trey Surowitz. And number 16, Owen Tauscher. And on defense, number 9, Tim Wright. Number 19, Henry Roberts. And number 2, Nolan Herford. And between the pipes, number 12, Pete DiMartino.
All right, so we're going to be getting into our first face-off. We've got Owen Tauscher out there. He's been having a great season so far. Let's see if he can win the first one. Good ground ball by Trey on the way, and they're just going to walk it up. Cato with the ground ball. Hopefully he just slows it down right here, get some subs, and get Trey off the field. Parker Riedel with the ball. Looks like Brett Rude coming on the field. Cato's looking for a dodge here, likely down the left alley. Yep, goes down the left, splits back to his right. Finds a pass. Isn't able to find anyone in the pass, but Sebastian picks it up behind. Sebastian goes for a quick dodge. Finds Parker Riedel. Stopped by the Middleton defense, but picked up by Brady. Actually, that looks like Brady. Brady picks up the ball, gives it to Cato. Looks like Cato's going to be trying to dodge down that left alley all day today. Yep, goes for that left dodge. Tries to get a shot. And score! Work from Cato. That's what I like to see. That's Cato's bread and butter, dodging down the left alley, getting that shot.
Oregon goal scored by number 3, Cato Mickelson.
It's funny, they were actually trying to stop that left alley dodge. I saw the Middleton defender lining up to stop him from getting through, but Cato's just too fast.
He is. The Middleton defender looked like he knew that it was coming, and yet still could not stop Cato.
Yep. Okay, looks like we're going to get another face-off. Something interesting to note, the Middleton face-off guy is actually a freshman this year. Axel. Another face-off contested at the face. Owen Tauscher, good work. And Trey gets the ground ball. Okay, he's going to take it behind X. And he'll pass it off to Brady. It's probably a good idea for our Panthers. Just slow it down right now. We're up 1-0. We're winning.
Yep, get some subs in.
Exactly. Get Trey off the field. He's a long pull. Got Parker Riedel coming back on the field. Now Parker likes to work the right side a lot more. It looks like they're actually running 2 long sticks up top to try to stop our midfielders. They know how dangerous they are. Gonna get it down to Braden Henneke. He has a short stick on him. Looks like a good time to go. Goes down the left alley, splits back. Finds Parker Riedel on the wing. Yeah, nothing there. We're just going to keep going, keep dodging slow. As long as you don't lose the ball, you still have possession. Going to get it back to Sebastian at X. Oh, good work from our Panthers so far. Let's get that ground ball. And Middleton picks it up. Okay, good ride from Cato, trying to stop that pull. Looks like Henry's going to bite and double the ball there. He gets it. Let's see if Brett can pick it up. Gets it to Sebastian. Ball, bit of a ground ball scrum right now, but that's okay. Great timeout call there by our Panther coaches. That's what I like to see. Yep, something you don't really see in other sports. In lacrosse, as long as you're holding the ball, you can call a timeout. So when you get into a tough situation like that, all you have to do is call a timeout. You're good.
It's a great way to, you know, slow everything down, get everyone kind of reworked.
Exactly. We see it especially when those players are in danger, just like they're right there.
Yep, Middleton was kind of swarming over them. It wasn't looking like a situation that anything good could come out of. But Oregon's been doing a good job, you know, making smart passes, keeping kind of the ball moving slowly, and not taking risky shots.
Yeah, this is a great game so far. Face-off X has been kind of 50-50 so far.
Yep.
Both of those were ground balls, could have gone either way. The Middleton face-off guy is actually looking really strong.
We'd like to thank some of the sponsors to help make this broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, it's a great place to live, work, and play. Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider being a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, help you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.com.
Okay, it looks like Parker Riedel picked up the ball in the alley. He's going to walk it down, gets a touch in the box. Remember, in lacrosse, you have to get a touch in the box. That's that big area down near the goal. You have to get a touch within 10 seconds of crossing the field, otherwise it's a turnover. Parker shoots, saved by Middleton Gold. Great save. Looks for the outlet pass. Cato's there for the ride. Finds number 8 on Middleton. Shot. Saved by Keaton. Great save. Looks like another ground ball scrum. Picked up by RJ. Nope, dropped. And picked up again by RJ. Okay, we've got Henry Rothering on RJ right now. Now, RJ's been a great player in previous seasons we've seen. He helped them in their state championship win last year. It's going to be a tough matchup to look up for. Got dodge down the alley. We're just containing right now, just containing. Good defense so far. And pass dropped, but picked up by Middleton. Okay, we've got an invert look here. That's a short stick dodging on a short stick behind X. He's passed off. Oh, a shot. And score. What number was that one, Carter?
That was number 1, Troy Teff.
Troy Teff, he's one of their captains for Middleton this year. Troy Teff is a very strong player.
Yeah, Middleton looked really good there. They slowed it down.
Yep, they were patient with their shots too. They didn't take a lot of unnecessary shots. They waited for the right one.
No, but we got one shot that was saved by our goalie here, and that's something that we're looking forward to seeing more of.
Yep, Keen's going to be making some great saves tonight. I already know. Okay, another face-off here. Okay, the ball gets out. It's a ground ball here. I trust our ground ball team on the midfield. Trey picks up the ball. A little bit of trouble. Gets it back. Henry needs to be there on the defense. RJ picks it up with no trouble. And they're going to get a touch. And just wait. If you saw the ref there was actually throwing his hand up in the air, that was him counting out how many seconds until they get into the box. Something to look out for. Okay, we're going to defend this dodge from the wing. hands. Good trail check there from number 20. Brady Field. I think Brady might have switched numbers this year, but okay, gets it down to the attack. Cato picks up the ball. Looks like a little bit of a fast break. Finds, nope, dropped. Picked up by the Middleton defense. They're gonna get it over. It looks like a fast break. Oh, good stick there. Stops the shot. And Nola's gonna fight for that ground ball back there. Looks like Parker's out there helping out with the defense. Middleton picks it up. Henry on defense. Good one-on-one defense there. RJ picks it up, gets it back, and drops. We're getting really bailed out in those passes right now.
Oregon's playing some tough D.
They are. Middleton's a very good team offensively. Okay, we've got Tim on ball. No, Henry on ball. Finds the inside look. Keaton, great save by Keaton. Okay, looks like Tim's going to pick up the ball at X. Finds the overpass to Nolan. Hopefully he can pick that up. He gets it. Remember, we only have 20 seconds to get it over half, too. So we have to go kind of quick here. Hope we find the overpass to the attack, but Middleton picks it up. Okay, we've got numbers here, so I'm not too worried about a fast break right now. Looks like we're just going to set up our defense. Looks like Gabe Grossen on ball right now. He's going to defend the dodge from the alley. He takes it down low. Shot. And score. Again, was that number 1, Troy Teff?
It looks like Troy Teff, another goal.
Again, super strong righty, Troy Teff. He scored a ton of their points last year, actually, against Oregon. I'm hoping they can work on defending that from the wings, maybe sliding faster to him, something like that. Very difficult matchup, though. He's a very strong player.
Yep.
But Gabe Grossen, the person defending him, I think he's actually playing in college next year. My mind's blanking exactly where, but we're excited to see him next year. Okay, we got another face-off, Owen versus Axel. Looks like a ground ball scrum, and the ball's on the ground. Cato picks it up. Great ground ball there. We got a fast break opportunity, but we're just going to slow it down. Good choice from the Panthers, I think. Okay, Brady's going to pick it up on the left side. Gets to Parker. And it looks like we're going to look for a short stick matchup. So Parker's got a short stick right now. Looks like he's going to dodge down that right side. Yep, goes down that right side. Draws a slide. Looks for the extra pass. Finds Brady. And looks like we're going to go for a redodge. Cato has a short stick now. I think the whole reason for that dodge was to free up a short stick on Cato so he could dodge down that left side. Finds the inside pass. Shot. Just off. Good idea there, though. Brady's going to get a dodge. Looks back at Braden Kenneke. Actually comes back up to Parker Riedel. He's going to get up to Brett. And he's going to get back to Cato for another dodge. Cato's got another short stick on him. We'll see how he does. Goes left. And shot. High. Just a little bit high.
A little bit.
Good dodge, though. I like to see that. I like seeing more shots from Cato. Brady's going to go for a dodge up the left alley. Finds Parker. Oh, looks like the turf monster got him. He's going to get through. And he's just going to hold on to the ball. Good choice. Oh, picked off by the Middleton defense. They're just going to find their goalie. Okay, we've got a ride here from the attack. Looks like RJ actually went over the midline, even though he's an attackman. That's something that the Middleton defense really likes to do. They like to pull their players across the field to help out in the clears. Okay, we've got Gabe Grossen on short stick this time on ball. They've got Brady on ball. Good defense there, good defense there. Oh, picked off by Nolan. Great job. And Keaton gets the ball. He's outside the crease. We need some help there. Picked up by Nolan in the middle. And he's going to find, nope, picked off by Middleton. we got another ground ball on that end. And a timeout by Red. Not a bad timeout by Middleton. They're definitely in a bit of a pickle there.
During this timeout, we'll thank a few more of our sponsors to make this broadcast possible. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panthers Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations.
I'd also like to mention right now, we're actually playing Wanakee next week, which is also going to be a very strong game. If I'm correct, they're playing them on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. So make sure you tune in for that game as well. Me and Carter will be here. Wanakee is also a very strong team. Well, we have to beat Middleton first before we get there.
Yep. From what I've heard, Wanakee has a pretty strong freshman class this year, too.
Yes, they do. Our U14s actually last year, our 8th graders, they had a really tough time last year against Wanakee. They have a very, very strong program. Wanakee, I think they have 3 different U8 teams at their level. So they've got all of their kids playing lacrosse down there. It's crazy up there. But very strong program. But 2-1 at this point in the game, I'm not too worried.
No, I think Oregon's holding up really well against the attack kind of offense that Middleton is playing. Middleton they like to kind of slow things off and then really pick up the pace, and I think Oregon's doing well holding them defensively.
Yep, I definitely agree. And also the ground ball game has been kind of even throughout the game. Face-offs we've been winning pretty well. Okay, we got Gabe Gross on ball. He's gonna get it down to the midfield. Middleton's gonna get a dodge down the alley, and it stops. Gonna get another dodge. Good defense there from a short stick. Okay, Nolan's gonna get back on ball. Kind of odd man situation. Shot. Is that off pipe? I'm not sure. Okay, picked it back up by Middleton off the shot. He's gonna dodge. Okay, we got a slide from Tim there. Tim gets back, good recovery. Henry's on ball. RJ's gonna drive up the alley. Shot, and just wide. Kind of interesting that they put Henry on RJ in this game. RJ's a very, very large player. It's
He's
very
stocky.
hard to move him.
He's very stocky, and he's really quick.
So he's great at posting up. Okay. Shot goes off, but Middleton picks it up. Just a reminder, if that ball went over the midline, it would actually be Panther possession. Shot by Middleton and wide. Middleton's going to bring it up in the alley. We've got another invert here. We got a short stick on a short stick behind X. Good defense, good defense. Slide, shot.
Looks like a save. Oh.
Looks like a save. Ref calls no goal. Great save by Keaton. We're going to get a ground ball there. And call looks like a push going red. Possibly a loose ball push. Now Espen is going to pick it up in the alley. Our short stick defensive middies are actually playing super well this game. Going to get another dodge. Upfield. Great check there. Great cross check. Picked up by Gabe. Oh, dropped by Gabe. Picked up by RJ. Okay, we've got a switch here. We got another dodge on the alley from Troy Tuff. Trey's playing defense on him. Shot and score. Unfortunate, we just didn't have a slide there. We weren't ready from that side. It was a great play by Middleton, switching it to that left-hand side. Okay, we only got 1 minute and 37 seconds left in this quarter. I'm hoping to see another goal from our Panthers.
Yep, I think right now what the Panthers need is they need to win this face-off and kind of, take it slow, maybe burn a little bit of time, allow them to go into the second half or second quarter of the game.
Exactly.
With a goal, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the call was red on the line, so that wing, the LSM, he was on the line during the faceoff. Cato picks it up. and gets a touch in the box. Gets it back up to Owen Tauschek. Gets over to Parker Riedel. Looks like Parker's going to get a dodge, likely down the left alley because he's got a short stick on him. Owen's going to set a pick. He's going down the alley. All good fake, shot, and wide. Good take though. I'd like to see a step down there rather than a jump shot, because sometimes when you do a jump shot, you lose all your momentum. Okay, we're going to get behind. It looks like Cameron White is back there. He just subbed in. Got Owen Tauschek with ball. Gets over to Parker. Looks like Parker's going to look for another dodge. Middleton's very quick to slide right now. Cato picks it up. Dodge over top. Ooh. Shot. Save. Good save. Okay, we got a ground ball. And Middleton picks it up. Okay, only 50 seconds here. So they're going to look to get a nice push here. Henry on ball. RJ dodging. It's been moved by RJ. They're going to pass it over, switch to the other side. Nolan gooses the ball up. That's where you use the stick to kind of move the ball. They're going to call play on because our players were offsides, but Middleton picks it up, so they won't blow the whistle. Okay, only 20 seconds left. Got Luke with the ball. He's going to dodge down that wing. Good short stick defense. Nolan's on ball. We need a slide here. Good check, good check. He's going to get it up. And hopefully, yeah, I think he should just boot it off the field. Yep, great idea. Looks for Braden Kenneke on the wing. Okay, we got 3 seconds here. We need to get a shot. Shot. And saved by the Middleton goalie. Very exciting end to the quarter, I would say.
Oregon did a really good job kind of getting their defense together right there at the end, because it was looking a little bit iffy.
Yep. They are definitely sliding pretty quick to attackmen, knowing that their attackmen are really strong. Middleton, I've noticed, they're actually sliding super, super quick to our midfielders.
They are.
Their defense. I think they're a little bit worried. We've actually got Coach Hayden over there in the orange. He just started helping out with the high school. So he's going to be over there helping Coach Keaton with the defense. He's also taking all of their long stick defenders and helping them out. What are you looking for, Carter, out of the second quarter for our Panthers?
I think our Panthers need to get their offense a little bit more kind of together. We've had a few spots where I think shots have been taken too quick. There have been some really good open takes, though. Gabe Grosson had a shot, did that jump shot. I mean, from here, it looked like their goalie was not really ready for that.
Yep.
It just whizzed just a little bit too far to the left, but I think this is what the Oregon team needs to kind of focus on, is maybe making some smarter passes. But I think defensively, they're doing a really good job holding up against Middleton's offense.
Yeah, I think so too. Defense is looking great out there. It's something to note, the Middleton goalie, if I'm correct, he's actually a sophomore this year. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that.
Yep, so it looks like our Panthers are taking a lot of outside shots, sort of to test that goalie, which I think is a good idea. They just got to be smarter with their shots and stuff. Okay, it looks like we have a switch on the face-off. We've got number 4, Elliott, taking the face-off. We're going to see how that turns out. Oh, Middleton's going to win it forward. Gabe Gross's going to help out on defense. Fast break. Ooh, shot and score.
Number 19, Axel Chelsvig.
Yep.
Is this his first goal of the game today?
Yep, that's his first goal of the game, I think. So that would be usually what we call that is a full goal or a face-off goal unassisted. Those are very unfortunate when they happen. We need to get our defense on that. Looks like Gabe Gross is going to stay down a little bit on the wings to help out. Yep, he's going to win it forward. Cato's going to be there to help out with the ground ball. Yep, Just a ground ball scrum. They're going to try to get it out. Gabrielson with the pickup. Cato picks it up. Good time. He's just going to get a touch to the box and probably settle it while we settle our offense. Gets it down to Brady. And he's going to get it up to our middies. Looks like Cato's actually hanging pretty low there near the attack. He might try to get a dodge from X. But right now, Parker's going to dodge down the alley. Good job. Gets past his first defender. Finds Cato. And just off. Ball stays in, however. Looks like he's going to fight for that ground ball. Cato picks it up. Passes it back in. But it's going to be Middleton ball. Looked like a basketball move there. He kind of threw the ball at his defender, hoping it would bounce off him and go out. I like the idea. Middleton's going to get it clear. They're going to get to the middies. And likely he's just going to walk it over. Oh, finds the pass. We've got Trey on ball here while Middleton just gets a touch. Looks like we've got Trey on Troy Taft. They decided to put a poll on him now, seeing how he has 2 of Middleton's goals. Got Tim on ball. Great on-ball defense right now, just putting pressure on him. Yep, he's just going to stay on that. Okay, great on-ball defense. We got a switch onto Gabe. Finds over the top and shot wide. Okay, Evans going to take it up from Middleton. He's actually a freshman this year, although he's very talented. We're going to switch on the ball and pass that goes wide. Trey's going to pick it up. They're just going to get clear. Keaton's on ball. We've got Nolan wide on the wing. He's going to pass it up to our attackman, and Braden Kennedy picks it up. He's going to get over to Owen Tauschik. Ball's down, and Middleton picks it up. Sloppy play by the Panthers. Looks like Middleton's just going to slow it down here and look for another clean shot. We've got Trey sticking really, really close to Troy Taft, number 1 on Middleton. We know he's been dodging. He's been pretty strong today, so I think he's just going to lock him off right now. Okay, Owen on defense. Okay, gets the overpass. Tries to find Troy, but goes high, and the ball stays in. Something I know, all of the grass here at Oregon, it's all real grass. We don't actually use turf, so the ball's going to stay in quite often. Troy shoots, and it goes wide, and Middleton ball.
Middleton defense definitely looks like they're picking up their pace a little bit.
Yes, they definitely are.
They're playing a little bit harder.
They're definitely pressing out more on the attackman and stuff, trying to make him to make mistakes. Okay, we've got Henry on ball, switches off to Owen Tauschik, and shot by RJ and a score. Got a flag down here. Looks like a conduct call. I saw some fighting after the play. Now that was just unfortunate defense. He got over the top there, and he was just able to find a shot. If I was over there coaching, I would probably put Tim on number 40, Tim number 9 for the Oregon Panthers. He's a much bigger person. He's super strong, so I think he would be able to press out against RJ. But I trust our coaching. Looks like misconduct on Troy Taft, number 1, so Panthers are going to be man up here. Now, I really like our man up from Oregon. I've seen it a couple times. I think what they like to do is they like to run a wheel. So they have a lot of guys open for some outside shots. Looks like he's probably going to get to Cato. He's going to walk it up the middle. And then people are going to get open. He'll try to find a good pass. Finds inside. Tries to hockey it over. We got a ground ball fight here. Panthers need to win this one. Oh, good goose by the Middleton defense. And Middleton finds the clear.
Looks like another flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like Sebastian hit that defender pretty late. But Cato's going to pick it up, and I think Panthers are going to be man down. And not a good switch. We had the man up, but now it just switched to a man down. So hopefully our Panthers defense can stay solid here. I know what Middleton used to do, and I think they still do. They like to run a pick play during their man up. So what they usually do is they run a wheel and then a pick, and that frees up one of their top side middies to get a shot. So I think for our Panthers here, we really need to look at Troy Teff and make sure he doesn't have that step down from up top. We'll see what they can do. Step down from up top and just wide. Got Evan picking it up behind. He's gonna walk up the alley. Finds RJ, finds Troy Teff. Defense is playing pretty solid, we're playing pretty tight. Finds RJ, looks up top and shot. And wide, looks like it hits the pipe. Like I said, it's very dangerous when we get those shots up top from Troy Teff. We should probably have someone there. But looks like we don't have a lot of help on that right side. Someone needs to go here. Shot. Just wide. Tim really needs to go and press out on RJ. He does have a really good arm, but as you can see, number 27, Rowan, he's kind of setting a pick on Tim, so we can't really slide out there. So Henry's going to take ball. Tim needs to go out here for the shot. Finds Troy Teff up top. Gets it back over. Good defense so far. Shot up top and wide.
Good efforts from our goalie, though. He's going after every shot coming.
Yes, he's definitely really good at saving low shots, too, which is what they seem to be going for. Shot. Another shot from RJ because Tim got picked in the middle. Like I said, hopefully they figure this out. Looks like they're going to take it up the left alley right now. Nope, they're going to get back behind. Looks like they're going to do the exact same thing. Tim's going to get picked in the middle. Troy Teff with a shot. Save. Great save by Keaton.
Great pass.
Yes, and great pickup. He stayed on his half. Looks like a timeout. It's a great timeout call from the Panthers.
Great timeout. Oregon did a really good job defensively, kind of being able to hold the Cardinals there. There was a lot of shots taken by the Cardinals, but I think, you know, this is a good feeling for them. Cardinals missed all of those shots, and Oregon was there the entire time to kind of get things a little bit iffy for the Cardinals.
Exactly. And then right at the end there, Keaton bailed them out with that great save.
Great save.
Might have to talk to our defense, though, at half about that. Man up.
We need someone with a PhD here, the surgeon.
Yes, it's true. When we played them, actually, my senior year of high school, they ran the exact same play. Would you believe it?
I can believe that.
Yeah, and it worked pretty well.
Yep.
So after facing this same man-up attack for the past 4 years, I think we might have to figure it out one of these years. But great saves by Keaton and great defense overall. They still held them to those outside shots. Nothing free. I did see a switch up, though, at the face-off X. Owen Tauschek wasn't taking those face-offs. It was actually Elliott. I was working with both of them, actually, the other week at their practice. Both of them are super strong face-off guys. But a lot of these face-offs right now are turning into ground balls. So I'd like to see more like poles possibly taking face-offs to help out there. I know I was working with Trey Zerwick. He's actually our LSM here. I'd like to see him take a face-off here, see what he can do. But he's been doing great with ground balls and stuff. Looks like Parker's gonna pick it up over there, and we're gonna be even. Actually, we are man down, so they're gonna double the ball. I forgot we are still man down. Parker's in trouble here. He's gonna look for the pass. Finds Braden Kenneke. Ball down. Looks like a play on because of a push from behind. Yep, loose ball push is going to stay white. If you saw the Middleton Cardinals, they actually pushed him in the back. And whenever you push someone in the back, it's always a turnover. Braden Kenneke has ball. He's just going to hold on. Likely they're just going to burn the man down shot. And Cato wins the backup. Good hustle there.
I think Oregon needs to slow it down here.
Yeah, it was a good take because it was free, but kind of dangerous. And Middleton picks it up. They didn't slow it down. Good check there. Cato's there for the ground ball. Oh, ball's in the middle. And Parker's going to play defense here. Oh, great. We got bailed out on that missed pass. Nolan's going to pick it up. Finds Keaton. Keaton looks for the pass to Parker. And we have not sure what that call was, but we have a turnover here. Panther ball. Might have been goalie interference. Okay, Brett is going to pick up the ball on that right side. Looks like a good time for a dodge, actually. Failure to advance, actually. He did not get the ball in the box within 10 seconds. So it's going to be Middleton ball. And a timeout from our Middleton Cardinals.
Timeout, Middleton.
Not a bad timeout. He was very unsettled for the past couple minutes there.
It's been a very interesting game. A lot of possession changes these past few minutes, but I'd like to see Oregon. I think they're going a little bit too hard on offense and making some just questionable plays.
Yes, I would definitely agree. I think they're a little bit worried just because they're down 1-5 right now.
Yep.
They just really, really want to score, but sometimes you just need to slow it down.
We've got 2 more quarters coming up after this, so there's definitely plenty of time for them, you know, to make up 2 to 3 goals per quarter to come back up and win. We would love a 5-goal run streak.
Yeah.
But if we can just take 2 goals before this quarter ends, that'd be good.
Yeah, a wise man actually said, Dean, he said, slow motion is better than no motion. Would you agree?
I would. Dean is a wise man.
He is a wise man. He may have been talking about women when he said that statement, but I would say it rings true. I'd like to give a shout out to our short stick D middies right now. They're playing super, super well. They're really containing everyone that they're guarding. We're just getting some trouble with Troy Teff, who's scoring on the outside, and RJ. They're the only people that have scored, if I'm correct, on their team. Okay, we've got Gabe Grosson on ball. Middleton's going to get a touch. Goes up to Troy Teff. We've got Trey on guarding him. Moves over to Brady. Dodge down the alley, but contained. Perfectly fine. Henry on ball. Moves it back up top. Looks like Middleton's just taking their time, looking for a good dodge. Great on-ball defense from Gabe. No need to slide there, but slides anyway. Great save by Keaton. Personally, I would not have slid there, but it looks like our Panthers are a little bit jumpy. They're a little bit scared of getting scored on. They just need to trust their other teammates. Good slide from Gabe. RJ up top. The flag down. Looks like that cross check was a little bit high. We've got another flag down in the field. Looks like a conduct or technical. Must have said something after the play. You know, we actually have a long history with Middleton. There's a very big rivalry here. So I think both teams really want this win.
Yes, both of you guys have been 2 kind of competing forces in the D1 Badger region lacrosse.
Yep, we knocked out Middleton 2 years in a row for our 2022 and 2023 years. We knocked them out of playoffs, and I think they still aren't happy. I don't think they've forgiven us just yet. So they want to keep on knocking us out, getting these wins.
Looks like both Middleton and Oregon will be a man down here.
Oh, looks like it. Looks like it must have been a conduct call on number 40, RJ. And then the cross check from number 20, Brady. All right, so this is going to be even right now. Now, something interesting in lacrosse is that when it's a 5v5, it actually favors the offense. So I am guessing that they're going to be taking some shots right now, especially because RJ's still in the box, and I think his conduct call releases before the Oregon's cross-check call.
I would think that as well.
So I'm guessing they're going to go for some slow dodges, try to find an open shot, and if not, they'll be man up with RJ in just a little bit. Okay, we've got Tim over there defending on the alley. Solid defense, just containing right now. Nolan finds his man. Gabe on ball. Yep, they're going to look for another dodge up top. They're just slow playing it right now, nothing crazy. Trey on ball with Troy Tuff. Troy Tuff is going to go left. Good slide from Gabe. Yep, and they're just testing out the defense right now, looking for something easy. Shot. Score by Troy Tuff. Great swim dodge there from Troy. Swim dodge is where you pull your stick over the other person's head. Very disrespectful,
For Oregon, number 20.
but very good play.
1 minute for unnecessary roughness. And a second minute.
This is Troy Tuff's third goal, correct?
That is correct.
So a hat trick?
Yep, he's got a hat trick
Yep.
already. Troy Tuff has 3, RJ has 2, and then Axel actually has 1.
1 minute for sportsmanship.
So we know who to guard.
Roughness. And for number 40 on Middleton, RJ Johnson. 1 minute for unsportsmanlike conduct. Middleton goal by number 1, Troy Tuff.
Okay, it's still going to be a 5-on-5. Ground ball here. We really need to win this ground ball. Trey's going to kick it out. Good work. Looks like he's going to goose it up. Nope, Middleton's there to stop him. They're going to keep it in.
Good pickup by Oregon.
Good pickup. I would look back to our goalie here, but he finds Trey up in the middle. Trey scoops it over. Okay, tries to find Brady. And Trey actually finds the ground ball. If I was him, I would try to get behind right now. I wouldn't go for anything too crazy. Shot. And the goalie makes that save. Just not strong enough shot. Not on these goalies. Ground ball picked up by Middleton. Slide by Gabe. And great pickup by Nolan there. We kind of got bailed out in that missed pass. He's going to find a Henry over. And back to Keaton. Now Keaton's in the crease, so you actually can't touch the goalie while they're in the crease. That's why that attackman didn't try to go for him. He's going to find Cato in the middle. Good choice. Cato's just going to walk it up. I trust Cato's speed here. If I was him, I would take it behind because it looks like we are still man down right now. Cato just keeping it in one hand. Good choice. Yep, Cato's just going to walk it behind. It's definitely safe behind the net. Yep, he's just going to settle it, wait for the penalty to run out. And the penalty runs out. Parker's going to come on the field. Cato's going to look for a dodge down that left wing. And loses the ball, unfortunately. Good man ball by the Panthers. Unfortunate that the Middleton Cardinals fell down on that one, but Middleton picks it up. They're going for a clear. And they find Troy Tuff wide open. Henry on ball. Nolan needs to slide. Henry back on ball. And looks like we're just going to settle it down. Kind of dangerous right there. Could have been a fast break.
Oregon defense did a good job getting set.
Yep, there was a lot of sliding. They all found the open man, though. And Trey on ball, kind of in the back, but nothing too special. Okay, got a slide here, Nolan on ball. RJ, shot and score.
It's like another goal by RJ.
Yep.
Would that make him also possibly a hat trick as well?
RJ has a hat trick as well. RJ's actually got some supporters back home. I hear he has some supporters watching overseas.
Yeah, Nicaragua. RJ's got a big supporter from Nicaragua that's tuning in today, hopefully.
He has Odin Beck. I heard he actually subbed with Twitch Prime earlier, so shout out to Odin Beck. Looks like Elliott's coming back out for the face-off. I haven't seen Owen take another face-off. He was doing quite well, though, earlier in this game. But Elliott's going to try for this one. It's like another scrum. Ball's on the ground. Really need some help here. And
Picked up by Oregon.
Great work. Something interesting to note, we have 2 D middies out there on the face-off. It looks like they really want to contain the defense. Gonna look for Parker. He's got a man on him. Or we're just going to settle it down. Did we get a touch? Okay, now we get a touch. Very close there. The ref was counting down. Parker's going to look for the dodge up top. Looks down to Owen Tauschek. Looks like Owen's actually playing a lot more midfield than face-offs. Okay, Parker with the ball up top. I suspect he's going to try down that right alley.
Just under 2 minutes to go.
On with the dodge. Just trying to find the open man. Finds Brett. Just does a short dodge, try to test out his defenders. Okay, Braden Kenneke with the ball. Suspect he's going to split back. Yep. Really likes to shoot from his right hand. He does have a cannon for his left too, but if Braden gets open for a shot. Shot, and Middleton calls it no goal. It's a good shot attempt for Braden Kenneke, but the refs did not let it through. Got another dodge here from Parker. He's going to dodge down the alley. Good defense from your Middleton Cardinals. Looks like he's going to re-dodge. He's got a short stick on him. He wants to do something here. Shot. Great save by the Middleton keeper. That was a good outside shot. I kind of liked it. Just wasn't there. Okay, Middleton's going to walk it up. RJ goes over the field again.
Ooh, picked up by Oregon.
Picked up by Oregon, finds Cameron White, and he's just going to slow it down. Honestly, good choice.
Yep. Got 30 seconds left. Make the best play you can.
Yep. We're going to get Brett back on the field. Looks like we're trying to get Cato on the field as well. Only 20 seconds left. Shot from Brett and wide, but we got the backup here. Only 15 seconds. It's going to look like they're trying to push something. Brady's going to dodge up that left alley. Looks like that's in the head. I'm surprised they didn't call anything. But good defense from the Cardinals. They're going to pick up the ball, and it looks like Troy's just going to hold on to it.
That's half.
And that's half. Tough first half, but I think the scoreboard doesn't really reflect what we saw. We had a lot of good play.
No,
both teams.
Oregon defense is definitely, I think when being a man down, they had a little bit of a scared moment. RJ and Troy Teff got a lot of shots off, but none of them went through. It's looking like Oregon just needs to kind of slow things down a little bit. They've been taking some shots kind of right off the bat that, you know, maybe get a few more people downfield, work something out, get people open. But I'm liking the game so far.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Defensively, you just got to watch those two players. They have all their goals.
Yep.
That's about it. Okay, we'll see you guys after the half.
we're back.
Excited for the second half.
What are we looking for this second half, Adam?
I'm looking for another 6 goals, honestly.
I think 7 goals would be even better. But
7
yeah.
would be nice, yeah. I'm looking for the 7th one in the overtime, though. I'm not too worried. Looks like we got another face-off here. I can't tell who's taking that face-off. Looks like
Number 10? No.
16, maybe? Yep, 16. Owen Tauschek, he's back at the face-off X. I was actually talking to Coach Hal, who coaches the Badgers. He's sitting here watching this game. He celebrated his 52nd year of coaching. Wow. He started the Badgers. It's crazy. And then I was also talking to our Badgers face-off guy, Devin. He was saying both face-off guys are playing great. They just need to be more gritty on those ground balls.
Oh.
Great forward win by Owen. He's got some pressure on by that pole. And he loses the ball, ground ball here. Middleton picks it up. Kind of wish those middies on the Panthers would have helped him out. Would have given him an outlet pass, but Middleton takes the ball. Nolan's on ball. Finds a slide down low. Great save by Keaton.
Great save and recovery.
It's outstanding. Finds the pass down. Great pass. Looks for Sebastian. Knocked down. And Middleton's get possession.
Oh.
Another ground ball. We have a chance here. Picked up by the Middleton Cardinals. A lot of chances here. A little bit sloppy. Okay, Middleton's just going to get the clear. If you look down on this bottom side, they're going to pull a pullover for the free clear. Yep. If you've been watching this game, they have done that every single clear. Trey's on ball. Rusty gate does not work. I'm not a fan of the rusty gate. We've got Tim on ball now, guarding up top. And they're just going to slow it down. We've got our 2 short stick D middies here. Looks like we should have some solid defense. They're going to get an invert look, which again is a shorty on a shorty behind X. Slide, and pass is gone. Looks like ball goes over it. That's over and back, so Panther possession. If you saw the Middleton defender, he tried to deflect the ball back over the half. If you keep the ball over the half, it won't turn into Panther possession. But they were unable to do so. We get it down to Brady, gets it back to Parker. Now Parker's going to look for a dodge down the alley. He tells Brady to get out of the way. And Brady finally moves. Looks for the outside shot. And great kick save by the Middleton goalie. He's going to keep it behind. Looks like Parker's going to get an invert look from behind. Another dodge from X. Tries to get down that right side. Good dodge, beats his man. Looks for the pass to Brady. And down. Good defense there from the Middleton Cardinals. Okay, it's a 3-on-2 here for this ground ball. Hopefully we find it. And Brady finds the ball. Or Brett finds the ball, sorry. He loses it, Middleton picks it up and finds their keeper. Looks like a fast break here. We're a little bit worried. I'd like Henry to go here for the slide. Henry does go for the slide. Good fast break defense. And they lose it. Great defense from the Panthers. That's exactly what you need to do. Just pressure and slide. Tim's going to pick it up. Hopefully he looks back to Keaton for the clear. He does. And they're just going to find an open man. Long pass there from Keaton. Tries to find Cato. A little bit far. Cato's going to stay there for the ground ball. Picks it up. Good time. And he's going to get a touch and just settle it down. They just called out a play. I think they called out a chicken jockey. I'm curious what this is going to be. Looks like Cato gets a dodge. And he loses it.
He water bucket released.
He did. Unfortunate. But Middleton, still a ground ball. Very gritty right now. Looks like they're going to get back to your goalie. Ball is dropped on the ground, while Middleton maintains possession. Interesting play there. I'd like to see it again, see if it works next time. Looks like we're going to get a ride.
Oh,
great ball there. Great job stopping that. One-handed scoop, not a fan. For everyone watching, you should never scoop the ball with one hand because that'll happen. You'll just miss the pass. You'll miss the ground ball. Ooh. Unfortunate man ball situation. Unfortunately launches himself at the other team, causing a fatality. But It's okay. We're going to be on man down now. Looks like the refs are deliberating. May not have been a flag down, possibly.
Looks like it might have just been an unfortunate situation where, you know, someone ran into another person.
Yeah.
Didn't realize they were down. I mean, the ball was out.
Exactly. It's like Middleton picks it up, and they're going to have a free clear. Troy Tuff is going to pick up the middle, and I did not actually get a chance to talk to our defense. They went straight to the locker room after the first half, so hopefully they can figure out this man down. Troy Tuff throws the ball away. Might have been a bad ball. He's going to get a new ball. I hear some of the fans calling for a culture keeper. Seems like it's getting rowdy down there in the stands. Okay, Trey on ball. Nolan tries to pick it off, doesn't find it. Okay, good defense here, just containing, Finds a step down, shot, and score.
Number 27.
That's Rowan Johnson. He might actually be RJ Johnson's brother, if I'm correct. So, from what I've heard, Rowan's had a great season. He scored a lot last year, too, and that's going to be his first goal tonight.
Nice.
Again, those step downs from up top, we just got to keep an eye out for those. Be rotating quick. Well, it's hard on man down. Penalty will be released for some penalties if they're not locked in. After the other team scores a goal, the penalties are released. So we're going to be at full strength now. Middleton wins it forward, but he's unable to keep it. Cato's going to be running for that, and Cato picks it up. Hope deflected by Middleton. And Cato picks it up. Gore Cato, he gets the touch as well. Looks like a push, and it's going red. Unfortunate there, but Cato's going to get back on defense. And Henry's on ball. I'd like to see Henry staying on him. That shouldn't be a free pass. Cato tries to slide, shot, and wide. Good effort from Nolan there, trying to jump in front of the ball. That's what we like to see. Looks like Evan's going to pick it up behind X, the freshman. He is pretty quick. Nolan goes for a slap check. No slide needed. He's just going to stay on ball. Great on-ball defense. Nolan actually, he did not play last year. But he just started playing this year again. But he's very, very athletic, so he's great at defense. Cato's on ball. Back up top. And Troy Taff with a dodge, likely down the alley. Yep, just staying on hands here. Good work containing. Finds a pass inside, shot.
Block.
Great save by Keaton. Looks like a loose ball push, and it's staying red. RJ has the ball. Henry's just pressuring. Troy Tuff with the ball. Finds a pass inside, shot, and score.
Looks like a shot by number 24, Griffin C.
Just a free shot on the inside. Unfortunate that happened. I know Cato got stuck on defense. He usually doesn't play defense, but he had to get back because they didn't have time to sub. That could have been the issue.
Middleton goal, number 24, Griffin C.
I'd like to congratulate Cato, Nicholson, Henry Rothering, and I think Brady Mamro on their performance at Sea Perch the other week. I think they went to nationals actually because their lab report was so strong.
Wow.
They had a 150-page lab report on the aerodynamics of water.
That is extremely incredible.
Yes, congratulations to them for a great job. Well done.
Seems it took a while, but finally someone from Sea Perch is going all the way.
Yes, exactly. Our science club at Oregon High School is very prestigious, very well known. I'm glad they're still keeping it going.
Yeah, I think we have 17 members now pursuing MDAs.
Yes, that is correct. And I think over half of the school population is in science club.
Yeah,
Which
at
is very
least
great.
one Nobel Peace Prize has been given out.
Yes, it's true. Okay, Sebastian at X. He's going to get back up. Braden Kenneke. Back up to Owen. And Parker. They're keeping it short stick on Parker. He's going to take a shot.
Ooh.
Off pipe. Great shot, though. Now, a lot of people don't like underhand shots, but the good thing about underhand shots is if you change the plane of the shot, it's really hard to see. So you saw he shot low to high, which really helped. Brady's going to shoot, and just off.
Underhand reminds me of Drew Kesnick.
Yes, Drew Kesnick was very great at doing those underhand shots, and he still is. He's actually playing at Jacksonville this year. He's having a great season. Bastion's going to go for a dodge. He's getting just pressured. Just trying to test him out. Holds on to the ball, which is great. Brady's going to look for a dodge, probably down that left wing. Rolls back. But there's no one there. He finds Parker, and chest off. It's a good look, good idea, just not there. I was actually having a talk with the U14 team last week. They asked me, is Drew Kesnick the best player to ever come out of Oregon?
I would probably say second to the surgeon.
I would say that might be true. That might be true. But I am slightly humble. I wanted to say no, but then I couldn't think of anyone else. Looks like another flag down here. But it looks like we're going to be man up. We get to try our man up one more time. Again, what I'm guessing we're going to see from our Panthers offense is they're going to get it around to Cato. Cato's going to pull it up to the middle of the field, and he's going to look for an open pass. They should have a lot of outlet passes.
Oregon needs to take this opportunity with a man up.
Mm-hmm. They're pressuring out very, very far in Middleton, which is very interesting. Get to Parker. I'm guessing Cato's gonna get behind. Looks up, finds a shot. Deflected off someone's foot, if I'm correct. Needs to get this ground ball. Cato finds it. Shot. Goes in. That's a goal. Wow.
Great take for Cato.
Very confusing play, but the ball goes in the net. That's all that matters.
Slow motion, better than no motion.
Exactly.
Good way to take that man down possession from Middleton.
I would agree.
You know, it wasn't the most strongest offensive play that we've seen, but it worked out in the end, and I mean, that's the best outcome.
Yep, the ball went in the net. That's all that matters. Got another face-off here. Looks like Owen Tauschek is taking a break on this one. Good counter on the face-off. Ref sets a pick. And it's white ball. Great work there, using the environment to your advantage. Okay, Brady's going to pick it up. He's just going to slow it down. Look for the easy pass to Parker. Looks like he's actually going to go if no one's guarding him. Gets a touch. And he finds the pass. He's going to get us up. Looks like Cato's about to get on the field. Looks like they're putting a long stick on Cato again. Just a reminder, the long sticks are usually for defensive players, and it is much easier to play defense with a long stick than with a short stick. Parker's going to get dodged on the alley. Looks for an open man. Finds Sebastian behind, gets it back to Parker, and Parker has an invert again. He's going to look to dodge here. Possibly down the right side, definitely down the right side. Goes for the dodge. Holds on to it, looks up top for the shot. And great save, almost in the net, but great save by the Middleton keeper.
Oh, picked off.
Picked off by Henry Rothering, great job there. But RJ picks it up.
Let Oregon defense get a little bit settled.
Yep, doing a great job so far. This quarter is looking a lot better than last quarter, for sure. We're just containing the Middleton right now. Okay, good on-ball defense. No need for a slide. Looks like RJ gets a pass, and wide. We're getting into a little bit of trouble on that backside. Henry has to guard both Evan and RJ over there. Just need to keep an eye out for that. We have an invert look here. Brady on ball. Looks like we need a slide, but finds the open man. And goal. It's unfortunate. We had to slide there from Tim, and we didn't have someone else to help out, cover his man.
Yep. Looks like that might have been number 3, I think, from what I heard.
Number 3, Patrick Pizzini. His brother, Gabe Pizzini, I think he graduated last year. He was a very, very strong player. Patrick looks like he's taking his place. Okay, looks like Elliott's back out there at the face-off. He's going to try for another one. We've got Brady Mamro on the wing, if I'm correct. Gets face-off, wins it forward. Great ground ball. Been in a little bit of trouble. We need some help there. Bit of a scrum. Gabe tries to beat him there. Good check, just keeping a ground ball. Lots of pressure. Middleton holds on to it. Lots of bodies flying around right now. But Nolan picks it up. Great ground ball there. Looks for Henry. Henry's going to take it over. Remember, defenders can go over the midline as long as the midfielder stays back. Finds Braden Genneke. He's just going to get a short dodge, try to buy some time. He already got a touch, so he's all good. Looks like a pick, moving pick, unfortunately. Unfortunate moving pick from Brady. Looks like we can get a ride. Looks like Middleton's just going to get back on offense. Troy Tuff with the ball, guarded by Gabe. Looks like he's probably going to dodge down the alley where there's space. Nope, just taking his time. Goes down low, nothing there. Henry Rothering on ball, guarding RJ. Good fake from RJ, and great save from Keaton. Henry gets it out, good goose. He's going to look back. He's actually going to look upfield. Owen doesn't find anything, and Middleton picks it up. I would have preferred he looked back to his goalie, but looks like they want to get a shot off before these 2 minutes are up. Brady back on ball. Nolan back ball, and wide open. Great save by Keaton. Good body on that. Another shot, great save again. Keaton's really keeping us in this game right now. Okay, Troy and Gabe fighting for the ball. We really need possession here. Little bit in the back, but he has possession of the ball, so not a big deal. Okay, Nolan on ball. Finds the open man.
Ooh, that was a shot fake.
Unfortunate on that. We don't like to see that from our defensive midfielders.
No, number 27.
Yep. I think it was Brady, actually. Oh, yeah.
For the goal.
Yep, number 27 got the goal. Rowan Johnson, that's the second goal tonight. Unfortunately, Brady did not want to step in front of that shot. We actually, when I was in high school, we did a drill where you actually had to run out as a defender in front of someone shooting the ball.
Nice.
Yes. It was not a fun drill.
I can imagine so.
But it trained us for situations like these. I might recommend they do that drill next practice.
I think you should.
Yes.
I think you should make an executive call.
Yes, I might call up Drew Kesnick, Leo, some of our alumni to take those shots as well. Give them some real speed.
Ooh, looks like another goal
Yeah, but another goal off the faceoff, unassisted.
Number 19.
Is that Axel?
Yep.
Yep, that is Axel, their faceoff guy. He's a freshman. Unfortunate, we need to be more locked in on our slides, honestly. He just walked through the entire defense. Looks like we've got number 13. Is that Cooper, maybe? Yes, Cooper Rolsey. He's actually a freshman. His brother, Max Rolsey, is actually coaching the U14s. I'm excited to see Cooper play out there. And good work. He already gets the ball in a possession for the Panthers. Good work, Cooper. Cato's got the ball. He's going to walk it down. Gives it to Brady. Brady gets a touch. Looks like Cato's going behind. I'd like to see him get a dodge from behind. Parker has a shorty, so he's going to look for a dodge. Probably down the right alley. Shot left. And saved. Good save by the keeper. And it's going to stay Panther possession. Remember, it was a shot, so the person closest to the ball on a shot gets possession. Looks like we were the closest. Brady's going to go for a dodge. And
Like
that's the quarter. Bit of a deficit here, 2-12, but anything can happen.
Yep. Oregon definitely needs to, I think now it's time they do kick up the pace a little bit, but I think they need to, I think the defense really needs to put more pressure on the Middleton offense. They are kind of just smoking them.
Definitely. Something we'll probably see later in this quarter, just so not everyone's confused. We might pull out Keaton to guard someone on attack so we can double the ball. So if you see an empty net on our side, that's what's going on.
What we need right now is Owen Johnston.
That's true. One of our players, Owen Johnson, he actually would have been a senior this year, correct?
Yep.
He was a powerhouse on the field last year. Unfortunately, he just wasn't able to make it out this season.
No, had some other stuff in life come up that he just kind of had to put lacrosse aside. But
unfortunately,
hopefully he could be a coach one day.
Yes, I'm hoping to see his college career expand. I know he got a couple of D1 offers across the East Coast. Otherwise, he was actually looking at joining the PLL this year, if I'm correct. So he gets the choice now between college or going pro. I'm excited to see him play. As we're getting back out in the field, I want to give a shout out to our U12 Panthers lacrosse team. They're actually playing Capital City and Wanakee next weekend. They're going to be some very, very tough games. The coach of Capital City is actually Leo Schleck, who's an alumni here from the Panthers.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he betrayed our team and decided to join Madison, but it's okay. We'll accept him either way. Looks like Elliott's back out there for the face-off. And Cooper on the wing. Good win forward by Axel. And Cooper's helping on defense along with Cato. Axel gets through, shot wide. Something about those face-off sticks is because it's a face-off stick, it gets pinched really easily. So sometimes the ball is really, really hard to get out of him. That's why he was able to keep onto it for so long. Got Henry on ball. Cooper guarding Troy Teff. And it looks like Middleton just slowing it down. They already got a touch. They're gonna dodge on the alley. No need to slide there, but we do. Looks back up. Someone needs to go. And shot wide. It's that same shot from that righty side with RJ. They keep on finding it. Luckily, he's not able to hit the mark. Looking up top, Cooper on ball, guarding Troy Teff. Great defense there. And lose the ball. Picked back up by RJ.
Ooh,
Great stop by Brady. He just needs to find space now. He's kind of getting mugged. Ball's out. And Middleton's going to pick it up. Middleton picks it back up top. They're going to get a dodge, shot, and wide. Looks like Cooper's going to be guarding Troy Teff behind X. Now Cooper's actually wearing number 13, which was worn by Israel Mickelson, another alumni from our Panthers.
Gone off to do many great things.
Yes, many, many great things. He's actually taking face-offs at Washington and Lee right now. Shot just wide of the mark. Good defense there from Cooper. Got Henry on ball now. We need to have a slide ready. Looks like Nolan's ready to go. Looks back up top, and Troy Teff picks it up. Cooper on defense. Gets the ball low and deflected off. Ball stays in. This is a grass field, remember, so the ball was likely to stay in. Number 4, Evan is going to dodge on Nolan. Good work staying on ball. Troy picks up the ball, finds RJ, shot, and wide. Looks like Middleton's just going to pick it up behind. See, they're going for all these outside shots, but every time you miss the net and back it up, you're keeping possession. So all they're doing right now is burning clock, which is good for Middleton. Gabe is on ball. Finds Evan. No shots here. Good defense. Cooper's on ball. He's going to stay on Troy. Good work staying on hands. Stays on ball. Troy gets in through the middle. Shot. And a goal. Fortunately, I would have liked to see a lot more body played there rather than stick. But Troy is also a very strong player.
One of the things I've been seeing is that the Middleton offense is definitely using a little bit. They're more gritty. They're kind of digging into the defense, and I think the defense is not digging back.
They are, for sure. You can see that with the Middleton defense as well.
Yeah.
Middleton defense definitely presses out a lot more in our attackmen. I think that's just the identity of the Middleton team, honestly. They're a very scrappy team.
Yeah.
Looks like just another ground ball. Cooper's helping out there. And gone. Looks like we might need a fast break here. Good slide from Henry. Gets it low. Shot. Save.
Great
save by Keaton. Finds the pass up there to Owen Tauschik. And no fast break here. Looks like they have a lot of help. And he slows it down. Just gets a touch. Good idea. Looks like Brady over there on that left-hand side. He's going to look at Cato. Looks like Cato wants to get a run here. Tries to find a pass. Finds Brady. Ball is dropped. Good man ball from Parker, but we need to pick up that ball. Okay. Tim's there for the ground ball. And he gets back in on defense. Another Middleton possession. Parker on ball, shot, and wide. Now Parker's stuck here on defense. He usually doesn't play defensive mini, but he's going to have to help out right now. Pass behind and dropped. Nolan's going to fight for that ground ball. He needs some help there. Looks like Henry's going to help him out. And picked up. Great 2v1 ground ball. That's really what we need right now. Nolan's going to run it up the field. Finds Gabe. Gabe finds the ball. Good fake. He's going to get down to Braden Kenneke. Finds Parker. Probably going to look to Cato. And Cato is a short stick now. He has a good matchup if he can find space for it. He's going to get over to Brett. And Brett's going to go for a dodge. He's Gonna go down that right-hand side, gets a slide, passes it back out, and Middleton recovers. Unfortunate pass there. Middleton's able to pick it off, gets back to their keeper, and they get to go. Cato's on defense here. Someone needs to slide the ball now. Cato goes. And we're back settled in our defense. Definitely playing a lot more defense this quarter. Got Brady on ball. We're just going to pass it back up, get settled. Now, Cato's actually stuck on defense. Usually doesn't play defense, but I know he can run, so hopefully he can make a play. Cato's going to defend down the alley. Good defense there, finds inside. Just off. We need to watch those inside guys. Looks like we're leaving a lot of space inside open. Good mental check from Cooper, stopping that catch. And it goes over. Okay, looks like it's over and back. We get to pick up the ball. This is a good time for Cato to go. We have a fast break. All he needs to do is run here, find his pass. Good, finds Brady. Unfortunately, does not connect. Cato's going to fight for that ground ball. Parker finds it. And if I were them right now, I would get Cato behind because he has a short stick matchup. It's a good time for an invert look. Looks like Cato is going to get the ball. Looks like he's going to try to dodge over the top. Yep, finds the dodge up top. And the shot. Good take from Cato.
Hat trick for Cato.
Yes. That means the parlay has hit for Cato. Shout out. You can go talk to Mason under the bleachers after the game.
Well, with 6 minutes left to go, score is 3-13. Middleton 13. Oregon's got a pretty tough last few minutes, but I think, you know, right now they need to really take charge and run the ball.
They really do. Anything could happen. You never know. Looks like Middleton wins that face-off. Not a good start, but I think we need to press out a lot more. Looks like they are pressing out a lot more.
Ooh.
And we pick it up here. Brady Mamro has the ball for a fast break. This is a good chance. Looks low, not what I have done. But Middleton picks the ball. Looks like a loose ball push. We'll keep possession. Something we learn in practice doing fast breaks is you always pass it over the field, not straight down. And that's kind of why we lost the ball there. Maybe they'll talk about that in practice. Parker gets the ball. Looks like he's going to try to find a dodge or a pass. Gets over to Brady. Brady's going to try to look over. Try to get a look over his man. Gets the dodge. Gets past his guy. Shot. And deflected off the Middleton defender. He's going to fight for that ground ball. And it's white ball. Parker picks up the ball. Gets a dodge up top. Short dodge. And shot. Saved. Saved by the keeper. I would have liked to see a change of plane on that shot, maybe starting high and shooting low. Looks like we're trying to keep the ball over. Good work by Cooper on that ground ball. And Henry picks it up. Looks like Henry's going to be able to take it over, but he gets it down to Braden Kenneke. And we're just going to set up our offense again. Owen Tauschek with the ball. Cato with the ball. It's a good time for Cato. He has a short stick matchup if he can dodge down that left alley. Looks like he will. Shot. And just wide. Brady's going to pick it up behind. Going to get a dodge down that left side. Looks like he has space. Shot. And wide. Good take, though. Brady really using his body on those defenders. That's what we really need right now. Braden Kenneke's going to pick it up in the alley. Brady's going to set a pick for him, but Braden's just going to keep going. Finds a pass, and not able to connect. This is a good time for Cato. Another dodge. He's probably going to go over the top. He does. Shot, and wide. Just unfortunate on that on the jump shot over there. I'll work with him on that later today.
No, Oregon's been taking some good shots.
Just shot inside and saved. Unfortunately, they've been making some great saves as well.
They have.
Cato picks up the ball. He's got another short stick matchup. Yep, stays on his left side shot. And great save again. A Middleton keeper. Looks like they're not going to go in a fast break. We got an open man up top, but Cooper's there to pick him up. Got Nolan back on ball. Good on-ball defense, just containing. And good check. Great work from Nolan. Okay, we need someone to get open for him, though. And Cooper does get open. Great catch. And Cooper's going to get us up. Brady's going to get the ball down to Cam White. He's going to take the ball, push in the back. Yep, just looks like a flag down. Textbook push in the back. Now we'll get another chance for our man up to do something.
Penalty on Middleton, number 22, Zach Horner. 30 seconds. Bush with possession.
Okay, Parker's going to bring up the ball. And they lose it. Fortunately, Middleton may have greased that lacrosse ball before we put it out on the field. Unfortunately, we didn't check for that. But Middleton's going to pick it back up. See, they picked up a different ball this time. Middleton's going to go for their clear. Yep, Cato's going to fight for that ground ball. Good man ball defense. Cato picks it up. Good time for Cato. And reminder, they are still man up, so we can still run our play. Cato's wide open behind the net. Shot and score. Great shot from Brady. Looks like a screenshot. He kind of shot past his defender.
Oregon Panther goal by number 22, Brady Zimmerman.
Coming down to about 2.5 minutes left. Best case scenario, we can get a few more goals. I think Middleton defense is still playing as hard as they can.
They are. Luckily, we did beat the prediction. Wyatt Rothering predicted we would, unfortunately, lose this game 12-1 today. But it looks like we are doing better than he said. Great face-off win there. Oh, unable to pick up the ground ball, but Brady Mamero helps him out. Brady's going to get a touch. Oh, ball is dropped. And it's picked up by Braden Kennedy. Gets back up top. He's going to get it down low and gets the touch. Looks back at Parker, and the ball is lost. Unfortunate passing there right now. Middleton's going to pick up the ball. And looks like he wants to go for a run. We're going to get a slide here. Ball's on the ground. Good man ball defense. Keaton picks up the ball. And he's going to launch it down to the attack. Hopefully we can get there. Unfortunately, it does not stay over. The Middleton defender did step over the line, but it may have been a push. That's why the ref called a play on. Oh, the ball is lost. We're going to pick it up. Okay, let's look to our midfielders here. Middleton finds it, though. They pick it back up, and they get it back on offense. Now, the Middleton, they do not need to keep it in the box because there is not a minimal goal differential right now. So they're free to get it around wherever they want. Great check there from our Panthers. Middleton maintains possession. Great save by Keaton. I suspect he's going to launch it down, so I hope our attackmen are ready. And he does. He gets it to Parker. Great catch by Parker. Gets it down, and unfortunately the ball is lost. Stays in because of the grass field. Hopefully they can win that ground ball. Looks like a loose ball push going white. Braden Kennedy picks it up. He's going to get it upfield to Gabe. Gets it to Parker. Good time for Parker. He has a short stick again. Looks like he's going to go down that right alley. He does. Shot and wide. It's like Cam is picking up behind. Gets it to Braden Kennedy. Gets it up to Gabe. Gabe is actually playing offense now, which is something you don't see too often. Gets it over to Brady, or Brett. Looks for the pass, and unfortunately not able to be found. Now we got a fast break here. We need to slide over. Sliding very early. And that is the game.
Middleton 13, Oregon 4.
Honestly, not too bad of a performance from our Panthers.
Nope.
They look strong in many areas of the game. They just weren't able to pull it together.
Middleton offense definitely outworked them, but defensively, they stayed pretty strong.
I'd like to remind everyone that in our 2023 season, the Panthers lost to Middleton early in the season. Maybe it was like 15-1 or something very bad, and ended up knocking them out the playoffs later that season. So our team is very strong. I'm sure they can pull it together later in the season, but Middleton, their Cardinals, they had a great game as well. They have some very strong players. Okay. Thank you for watching Panther Lacrosse on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. We'll see you guys next time.